Hello, mystical light beings. Welcome to Lena Mystic, where we embrace our spiritual awakenings by identifying our personal power and authentic selves. I'm here to help you to decode spiritual signs and synchronicities so that you can get on your authentic path to purpose. Today's video is a pick a card based off of your spirit guides, who they are, what they want to say to you, their messages, all that good stuff. Angel numbers that you may have been seeing. It's so weird because now I'm seeing like 999. This message is for you. If you've been seeing 999, this message is for you. Okay, that's confirmation. That's really funny though. Sometimes they just come on through. They're like, girl, just get the message out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So go ahead and pick your group. This is group 1, the owl. Group 2, black obsidian. Group 3, the amethyst. And group 4, rose quartz. Go ahead and pick whichever one you're drawn to. Some of you may pick based off of the cards that are on the top. Really listen to your intuition. I may be too loud for you to listen to your intuition, so I'm just gonna shut up now. Okay? Okay. Alright, I hope you picked your group. I hope that was quick enough for you to listen to your intuition. Let's go ahead and get started. If you need to, go ahead and rewind, pause so I can shut up in the video, and you can just listen to your intuition. Take as long as you need. You can pick multiple groups if you want to. All you're going to do is just pick whichever group that you're most drawn to. Look at the timestamps that I list in the description box or the comment section, and then pick that timestamp, and then go ahead and enjoy your group. Let's get started. All right, everyone, so let's get into group 1, the owl. Isn't that lovely? If you pick this group, you're definitely very wise and intuitive, and you connect to your intuition in a very spiritual way. It's almost like this gut feeling you feel every time you take a step in your life, or maybe you get interrupted while you're reading because you feel the energy of someone coming downstairs or coming around. You are an intuitive group. You often see the number 2 probably, or you were born as a life path 2, or in your numerology chart there's a lot of 2s. 2 is a significant number in your life. Maybe you have 2 siblings. Maybe there's only 2 of you. Maybe you have 2 best friends all the time. Maybe you can't settle for 1, but 2 is a big number for you in your life. That's the message that I'm already getting. It is a spirit guide given message to you to have faith and to trust in your abilities and your strength, and to trust your intuition. Let's see what messages you get. Let me just take a second to ask your spirit guides to come through so that I may interpret them, see them, or get any messages from them. Wow. Okay, so I definitely see a man. There's definitely an older man for a lot of you. I see a number of races, but there is definitely an older man. I don't know how old he is. Some of you will have like a 300-year-old older man, or some of you may have a 50-year-old grandfather or something that passed away when he was 50. There's quite a bit, but this man is definitely looking old. He looks old, beard, everything, old. I see that he may come through as a cardinal sometimes, a blue jay, or even an owl. You may see owls a lot. I was about to say the number blue. The number 2, but the color blue is a big significant number. You may hear your spirit guide calling your name, and you may not understand, why am I hearing my name? Where is this coming from? That's your spirit guide. You may see the number 211. You may connect to the number 3 a lot as well. I feel like your spirit guide is very strict, may really demand you to do certain things, and it's uncomfortable for you in your life, and you're like, why are you always demanding me to do stuff that I don't want to do? I'm not ready for this. But your guides are saying you're ready for this new step, you're ready for this new life, you're ready for this risk. It's not even a risk at this point because you have your spirit guides with you. I do think that you have 3 prominent spirit guides in your life. There's an archangel that I think is supporting you, maybe Raphael or Michael, and I do see the letter J. So if you have someone that passed away, the letter J, it may be in their name. And, well, the first letter of their first name, middle name, or last name. First letter, okay. Or the J may be very strong in their name. Whew. This is a lot. It's all coming through at once. But blue is a very strong color for you, and I think it comes from your throat chakra, which means, we haven't even gotten to the cards, but which means that you are meant to speak up for people, speak up for justice. You're meant to speak and speak the truth. So you will live a life of speaking the truth. When you don't speak the truth, your throat will start to hurt. You will start to choke. You will start to cough. These things will be really prominent in your life. It is already 4 minutes almost, and we still haven't gotten into the cards, but let's go ahead and get into this. So we've got clock time, pressure, and a rush, which explains why I'm kind of out of breath. I think you have a tendency to think that you don't have time to do things, but you do have time. But don't procrastinate. That's the thing. When you don't procrastinate, yes, you will always have time. It's time to stop procrastinating, to do things, and do one thing at a time. Stop trying to do 20 million things at once because you want to get all of it done. If you want to get all of it done, do one thing at a time, and you will get that thing done, and then the next thing done, and then it'll keep going. Self-care is very important. Your spirit guides want you to take better care of yourself. Stop wearing the mom bun all the time. If you're wearing the mom bun and you know you don't like it, wear clothes that makes you feel comfortable. If you've gained or lost weight, start shopping for clothes that fits you properly, and just doing things that make you feel good. Wearing the lotion that makes you feel good, going outside if you know what makes you feel good, and breathing in fresh air. Manage to be glad says create your own happiness regardless of conditions. I actually heard a lot of excuses when I did this clock time card. I was like, I'm hearing excuses in their head. And it's funny that you have managed to be glad, because it's saying despite what excuses you may come up with, you still can manage to be glad. Practice your gratitude list. Practice going outside, being mindful, and connecting to nature. These are things that higher your frequency, higher your vibrations. So do those things. Then we have follow the white rabbit. This card, it says curiosity meets opportunity. So it's time to be curious again, start to learn things more often, and be interested in learning new things, and be interested in learning who you are now that you've taken on different roles in your life, now that you're getting older. So keep being curious. Know that you don't know everything. Even though you know a lot and you're so intuitive, you still have much to learn. You can always learn no matter how much you know. You're meant to continuously learn in this universe. Those are your 3 major Alice in Wonderland cards. I do feel like maybe you're in Alice in Wonderland where you have this big dream state, but then you come back to your reality and it's so bland and it's blah. And I think that your guides are saying, realize that this universe still is magical. You don't have to watch these magical TV shows to bring magic into your reality. You don't have to create fake realities when you already have this real reality that is so magical in itself. You just haven't been able to see it because you don't think that it has a potential. You don't think that it has the capabilities, but it does, because you are so magical. That means the universe that you're in is magical as well. So give God more credit, okay? Give God more credit. Princess of Spring, optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons and let your creativity take flight. So it's time to take that new risk that we were just talking about earlier. It's time to do new things that make you feel excited, that make you look forward to life. It's really time to make Alice in Wonderland your reality, but like in a way where you have more control, but you're also letting your guides take control as well. You're co-creating with spirit. You may hear my son screaming in the background. My apologies. He's lit right now, okay? Then we've got ego. It says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Yes, we know we all have bills to pay. Like, we got to get those bills paid. But if you're not living a happy life, you're not going to succeed, period. No matter how much money you're making. I know a lot of people say that money can buy you happiness because it buys you a stress-free zone. But you will be really stressed if you continuously are working all the time and not spending time with the people that you love and not enhancing the relationships that you have in your life. You will end up regretting not balancing your life properly. So make sure that you're focusing on the important things in the moment, okay? In the moment, that may be, for example, me. My son, he wakes up at some of the most inconvenient times, but I realize that it's such a blessing that he can even wake up, And I look at him and I'm like, you know what? You need something. I know I had plans at 3 o'clock. but it can wait. It really can. It really can wait. I need to take care of what's important right now. That's going to be your motto for the rest of your life. Take care of what's important right now, okay? Stop trying to take care of everything that's important, because that list will never end and you will never get rest. You will never feel like you're succeeding. You will never feel fulfilled. The most important thing that you can do is take care of what's important now, what's bringing you joy now, okay? Think about the future, of course. Like, will this be really detrimental to my future if I don't do this? If it will, then you know what to do. But I'm saying in most moments, you have to slow things down. This Capricorn Libra energy that I'm getting from you is constantly working, constantly feeling like you have to work. But it's a lot of it is because of material reasons, because you feel like you need to get this money, or I don't know, it's like not really to fulfill your heart, but to fulfill your pockets or something. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. It's great to get your money and do your thing, but also make sure that you're providing love to yourself. And that comes in love giving to other people and receiving love from other people as well. Moose says, with self-reliance and measured patience, adversity will be overcome. So right now you're in a phase where your guides are teaching you not to work all the time, not to constantly be doing these things that are ending up stressing you out. Even if you love what you're doing, they start to stress you out because you're doing too much of it. So you really need to take your proper breaks. When the weekend hits, take that break. If you work on the weekends, then pick a couple of days or at least a couple of hours of each day just to do things that you love. Listen to music in the headphones. When's the last time you did that? When's the last time that you played your video game for like 30 minutes just so that you could take a break from the things that are exhausting you? When's the last time you took a bath and you just sat there with candles and look at the flame flickering and everything? When's the last time you went on a nature trail, walk or run, and enjoyed being outside? When's the last time that you went shopping for yourself so that you could buy yourself something that you enjoy wearing? When are the last times that you did things that you really enjoyed? Start doing those things. When's the last time you got your hair cut, your hair done? When is the last time that you did those things? Your nails. When's the last time you got your nails done? Like, just think about those things and how you are self-sabotaging because you're not taking care of yourself. Five of Wands is this battle of trying to handle everything that's going on in your life, but because you're trying to handle it all at once, like everything at once, it's becoming chaos. You're not getting anything done. I mean, everything's being thrown at you at once, and I know you're trying to take care of all of it, but the best thing that you can do is take care of one thing at a time so that you can finish that one thing and then go on to the next. And that's what you're learning right now, and that's what your guides are teaching you. Knight of Swords is basically telling you to sharpen your skills. Any skills that you are learning right now, sharpen them, learn more about them. Anything that you're intrigued with, learn more about those things and read more about it. Watch videos more on it, but don't do it too much. You have a tendency to not really balance things in your life, like you do a little bit too much at once. Don't feel like every single day you have to read 30 minutes about this one subject. Don't feel like that. Don't feel like that. I know you love to be organized, but you don't have to be so organized that if anything abruptly happens, like you can't handle it and you have a panic attack. Four of Summer says being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. So reason why you may be feeling discontent is because you're not properly balancing the things in your life, like spending time with family and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not saying every day at 6 o'clock you need to spend time with your family. That can become stressful because what if someone has plans and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to fall apart because it's 6 o'clock. We're not spending time together. And then I know at 8 o'clock I got to do this. It's okay. It's okay. Just take life in the moment, okay? Take life in the moment. Be grateful for all the people you have in your life. Do a gratitude list every day. And while you're in the shower, and this is what I do, I list all the things I'm grateful for, and I tell God, I am so grateful. Thank you so much for this clean water that I get to bathe in, for this clean water that I get to drink every day, for my son being alive, even though doctors told me I wouldn't be able to have him. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Remember those things that you're grateful for. That will take your frequency to the next level. All right, let's see if I can get this card. Two of Summer says falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness in the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Some of you are feeling like giving up on your relationships. And it's honestly because, you already thought of giving up on it. So it's like, I don't really see any potential here. Why put in any effort. It's time for you to start making an effort, more of an effort. I know you're putting in effort, but try to put more of an effort to say, I forgive you. I forgive myself for what I may have done. I forgive you for what you may have done. I forgive us both, and I'm starting each day as a new day. I'm starting each day as a new day because I know that you love me. My guides are telling me that you love me. My guides are telling me that we're great together. So I'm going to give this a chance. I'm going to open my heart to you, and we're going to have a great life together. I'm ready for love. Renewal says review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgment on yourself and others. Wow, so this goes hand in hand with Two of Summer. Stop putting so much judgment on yourself and others. Let people be who they are. Accept them and love them, unconditionally. And say, despite what you have done, I see that you're trying. And I see that I'm trying. So I love you for that. So say I love you, self. I see that you're trying every day. I see that you're even carrying that burden because you want to be better. So release that burden and just want to be better because I know that you have potential. I know that you're great. And I know that you're trying to be better. 10 of Winter says the resolution of difficulties. Wow, so you've got a lot of releasing, a lot of renewal, a lot of resolutions coming to you because you're releasing so much judgment. You're putting the work down and you're allowing yourself to love life and to welcome in fulfillment, true fulfillment. A lot of the time you work because you don't want to face a lot of the issues that you're going through, but now is the time to enjoy the ride. Now is the time to enjoy the journey. When you start spending more time with your family members and your loved ones, genuinely to just spend time with them and not just because you want your blessings to come through, but when you start wanting to spend time with them, opening your heart to them, giving people chances, including yourself, your blessings are rolling in. The resolution of difficulties. A weight lifted off your shoulders in the end of an addiction or codependency. That addiction is work for you. That addiction and that codependency is work. Some of you will be alcohol, but and some of you it's weed. And that's fine, We all have our own addictions. Mine is biting my nails. That's why I get my nails done now. And I think that when we partake in these addictions or codependencies, we need to acknowledge, why am I doing this? I know that I bite my nails when I have anxiety or panic attacks. So why do I have those anxiety or panic attacks? Where are they coming from? Are they different areas in my life? If they are, let me adjust them one by one, figure them out so that I don't have this dependency to bite my nails, which is a very bad and nasty habit. So let's see what else you get. Spider is giving me the vibes. Oh, you got spider and bee. So you've got moose, spider, and bee. Travel will open up new possibilities in one special connection. Wow, so traveling, that even has to do with taking new risk, opening your heart, because it's something new. It's going in a new place. B, hard work is rewarded with responsibility and a sweetness that is shared. Wow, so you've been working hard. These blessings are rolling in. I can feel it, and I'm very excited for you because you deserve this. You've earned it. The star is about the light at the end of the tunnel. So all this hard work on yourself, the shadow work, all of that stuff that you've been doing is really paying off. Things are looking better. You're starting to forgive people. You're moving on. You're not feeling the weight of having to be what other people expect of you, but you're trying to fulfill your own expectations of yourself with the Hierophant. Princess of Wands is standing in your confidence, taking better care of yourself, loving yourself, working out, taking walks in nature, which I really feel like nature recharges you, so I really do suggest that. Painting again if you're a painter, singing again if you're a singer, listening to music. And Three of Wands is saying, I'm going to take things one at a time. The things that I have to overcome, the things that I have to do, I'm going to take it one at a time because I don't want to burden myself with the stress of having to do so many things at once. Six of Pentacles is you're going to be properly juggling all of the things that you have to do in your life. And this is beautiful. And your guides want this for you. They want you to be able to balance everything. They want you to be able to keep things at a standstill until you can come and face them. Knight of Cups tells me that within a couple of months especially, I see you really balancing things and being confident in balancing things and knowing that everything happens for a reason, and really connecting to your guides. And this is kind of the vibe that your guides give me as well. That man that I saw is definitely giving me this vibe, but older, like gray hair, or you could just feel the wisdom from them. That's my son. That's pretty much all of you guys' reading. My son is knocking on the door, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him some attention. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and check out my website, lenamysticoracle.com. See ya. All right, group 2, Black Obsidian. Let's go ahead and see who your angels, your spirit guides are, and what they have to say to you. I think this is, well, maybe it is supposed to be reversed. Let's see. Let's make sure you can see the cards, because that was not very productive, you know. So you do have the sun reversed already, which is telling me that you have a tendency to let people dim your light, and your guides and your angels are asking you not to let people dim your light, to continue to be the person that you are without minimizing who you are for the people that are around you. Best way to do that is not really care too much about what people have to say about you or what people think about you. I think that you, when you were younger, your parents were very judgmental, or there was someone that you looked up to that was very judgmental, and they had a way of making you feel like not enough, or they made you feel like you were always boastful because of how great you already are naturally. I feel like they made you feel like you were always boastful and too much and too excessive and too much personality in you. Don't let people, you know, tear you apart. Don't let people take pieces of you and tell you you can only be the pieces that they left behind. You get to decide who you are every day. With the sun card being reversed, this is telling me that it's time for you to step into your truth, your light, and who you really are. Don't let anybody minimize you or tell you to minimize yourself. Even people that you're in a relationship with, they may find you kind of like excessive, but don't let people minimize you. You will find people in your life that love exactly the way that you are. I wanted to talk about who your spirit guide is first, and I definitely think that it is someone who passed away. Getting grandfather, father, it is a male, but it's also a female as well that I'm feeling. So there's maybe 2 spirit guides that you have. One of them has passed away. At least one of them has passed away, and you knew them while they were here. They're saying to you, it is beautiful where I am. It is beautiful where I am. The next thing they're saying to you is, I see all of your thoughts. So they know that you miss them, or you think about them, or you're curious about where they are, what they're doing. They send little feathers and coins your way. Don't be afraid is what they're saying. Don't be afraid of the things that you want to do in your life. Don't be afraid of where they are. They're in a good place. They're in a great place. I am here helping you. So the smell that you know, the scent of them is still left behind. Sometimes you have a tendency to smell their cigarettes or smell their perfume or their cologne, and you're like, that is so weird. I don't even know what cologne. I smell it. It's so familiar to me. You definitely still feel them lingering around. Maybe hear them say your name or hear a song that they loved. I send you loving signs through nature. Right? Remember when I said the feathers? I think butterflies may be one of them as well, or dandelions. I think that's the flower that is, or doves or cardinals, animals, you know, crows even. So I do feel like they leave even deer behind for you to see them and communicate, hey, I'm still with you. They leave a lot of signs, actually. This person leaves a lot of signs, like dimes or quarters, or you know, things that you guys bonded with. They leave those signs behind, and I'm really smelling them right now. Like, I smell them. Some of them, you know, used to smoke cigarettes, or you hear their laugh. It's things that definitely show you that they're here. That is your spirit guide. It's a lost loved one. Wow. So you have 2 of Wands, which is telling me that, you know, life may be quite bumpy for you, but your guides are here on this roller coaster with you. They're definitely protecting you. 2 of Wands is giving me the vibe of both of your guides are here with you. You have 2 very strong and prominent spirit guides. I'm not sure how many you have completely, but the 2 ones that are prominent are showing up in this message. They are very funny. very loud laugh, like ha 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 ha, like takes over the whole room, makes everyone laugh. Someone's spirit guide has a laugh. When they were here, they would laugh and they would cough like right after, like hey. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. Some of you, I'm getting the message that this loved one passed from a cancer, and that's very specific. So hopefully that helped you to clarify who it is. Page of Cups is telling me that you're on a new journey, that your life has been through a lot of thick and thin moments, and you know, you've been to these very high points and these very low points, but your guides are trying to help you to find the balance and be open to life and what it is. Three of Wands is once again saying that there's this new journey, that this old journey is no longer good enough for you. With the Page of Pentacles, this old journey is no longer good enough for you. You're really trying to reach for what you want in your life, and your guides are helping you with that, and they're trying to assist you and help you realize that, you know, money doesn't bring all the answers. It's not what's going to bring all the answers. What does, however, is you following your path, your purpose, and your light, and being honest with yourself and loving who you are and treasuring who you are as an individual as well, and continuously growing and learning as the individual that you are. I see that some of you may be applying to a job just because it pays more money. I do not think that that is the best option for you. I think your guides are probably going to put you in a situation where you get to decide, but they don't want you to do that because they want you to be happier. They want you to be more fulfilled. They want your creativity to shine bright, literally like the sun. You are meant to shine bright. You're not meant to be in an area where people minimize you and tell you that your ideas aren't good enough, or tell you that they're not going to utilize your ideas. You have the capability to create anything, and I'm learning that from the orange in these cards, but it's so dimmed. The orange in these cards stand for your sacral chakra, your confidence, and your creativity. And it's so dim in these cards right now, and I'm seeing it as dim. It may seem bright to you, but I'm seeing it as dimmed, and I think that your light has been dimmed, especially with the sun being reversed. So it's time for, and then the sun has orange in it too. So it's time to really step into your creative abilities and who you are as a person, and realize that even though it wasn't good enough for some people, it's good enough for you. It's good enough for your guides. It's good enough for your legacy line, your bloodline. So that's all that really matters. It's really time for you to step into who you are and be confident in it and put it out in the world. I mean, like, you kind of see this, and it's a fish in a cup, and some people are gonna be like, what is this? I don't want a fish in a cup. And then there's gonna be some people like, oh my god, I haven't eaten in like 2 weeks, thank you so much. It's not even gonna be weird to them. Like, seeing a fish in a cup is not gonna be weird. It's just gonna be like, oh my god, thank you. Like, those are the type of people you want in your life. You don't want the people who are always making you feel like, this is not, you know, I asked for fish but you put it in a cup, now I don't want it. Like, they're ungrateful. So surround yourself around people who are part of your tribe, people who are grateful, people who are loving, people who are accepting of who you are in the way that you deliver things. As long as you're not being toxic, if you get what I'm saying. Some people will be like, oh, well, I gave it to you this way, like, but it's like doo-doo with the fish in the cup. Like, we're not doing that. Doo-doo in a cup with a fish. All right, we're moving on. Anyway, Four of Cups is giving me the vibe of it's time to connect more to your angels, your spirit guides, and what you want to do in your life. I think you're a bit lost a lot of the time. You may not know exactly what you want. You kind of know what you want, but you don't feel like you can get it or obtain it, and you just feel kind of lost when it comes to discernment. So your guides are saying it's time to meditate more, at least 2 minutes a day starting off, and then once you get better at it, upping the dosage of meditation. Prayer is very important. I think that you really need to be practicing prayer at least 3 times a day. I think that your guides want you to connect more to them. And for those of you who have altars set up to your guides, make sure that you're actually properly taking care of the altars, changing out the water, changing out the food that's on there, or like just constantly giving to them so that they know that they are still getting the attention that they deserve and you still recognize them. It's not only for you, not only for them, but also for you to remember to connect to your guides. Three of Cups. This is showing me once again you are united with your 2 guides. It is you and your 2 guides. They are constantly pouring love into you, and you're constantly pouring love into them. This is a very healthy relationship with your guides. Ace of Cups is telling me change your water on the altar. It's like, no, but for real, it's giving me like it's time to really treasure who you are as an individual. It's time to really tap into your potential and see your potential as worth better things, as worth what you want. Princess of Pentacles is once again giving me this vibe of giving to your guides as well as giving to yourself. So in this case, I think that one of the best things we can give our guides and God is gratitude, saying thank you for all of the things that you've done to me, especially when you feel like you don't have anything to give them gratitude. That is where you start. That's what's going to higher your vibes and help you to connect more with source energy. The Hermit, it is definitely time, and it's crazy because you have the Hermit and the Four of Swords. I'm just saying it's definitely time to dive into yourself right now. It's not really time to be giving too much to other people. This is the perfect time for you to be diving into yourself, what you want, what you desire, and entering into a zone where you're connected to source. And that is where it's quiet and where it's healthy, you know, just sitting there in your room in the darkness and being okay with that and saying, I feel protected even though it's dark in here and I don't know what could jump out at me. I feel protected because I know I'm connecting to my guides and angels. One of the most empowering experiences I had was when I went to the woods by myself, and some people are gonna be like, you're insane. But when I was living in Italy, I went in the woods by myself. I did have my son, which, you know, maybe it wasn't the best thing, but I did feel really empowered. It was so weird. Like I was walking and I just felt this light enter my body. And I'm not suggesting this to everyone because if you feel fear constantly while you're doing that, you may attract something fearful. But I felt so empowered, so empowered, so inspired while I was walking, and it was so bright. It was like the sun was getting brighter and brighter, and I meditated in this field. Italy's a little different, guys. USA, I'm not sure if I would do that depending on where I am, but Italy's a little different. And I meditated in the field and I felt so powerful. I felt my guides, I felt my angels, and it was one of the most beautiful experiences I'd ever had in my life because the past year I had been acting off of fear, and I just decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. Or it was like a few months that I had been acting off of fear, and I was like, I want to release that fear. I want to step into my power. So it's time for you to step into your power and see your potential. The moon is once again reminding me of meditation and entering yourself, entering intuition, listening within, and not living fear-based, and also writing down your dreams and listening to your guides when they're in, you know, in your mind, journaling, all of that stuff. Ten of Pentacles is talking about, you know, balancing everything in a proper manner. What looks proper to you, what feels proper to you, listening to your intuition once again, storing any excess energy into your sacral chakra, which is right below your belly button, and saying, you know, I feel all this excess energy and it's weird. Putting it in your hand, like imagining it being in your hand and then putting it right underneath your belly button. That will be really great for you, especially for those of you who have anxiety. You kind of want to learn how to hold that anxiety, put it in your hand and like throw it out of the window or into water, some water source or something. Wash your hands of it. Channeling energy is very important for you, so make sure that you're practicing it. Reiki, all of that, just learning that energy can be transferred and you don't have to hold on to your burdens. You don't have to hold on to your anxiety and your depression. I hope this helped you. Let me talk about these top 3 cards. So think of something very important to you, a question that you have. Maybe you're wondering when something is going to happen. Whatever that is, I'm going to give you a second to think about it. That was your second. So if you've been waiting for something to happen, I see this positive thing happening within the next few months. That's the card that you have. This is what your guides are saying within the next few months. They are really asking you right now to focus on what you want. Focus on what you want to attract. It is so important. That's why they want you to meditate and focus. They want you to communicate clearly what you want to yourself and to others and to your guides. They want you to communicate clearly, okay? And they are sending helpful people on your journey. So be open to receiving guidance and help from different people in your life. These cards are so bright. I was like, is there like a brightness in the cards or am I tripping? You can't really see their faces, but they're sending helpful people to you on your journey. And a lot of angels, I feel like, are helping you. I'm getting this vibe of Archangel Michael, which is, is it Gabriel too? I'm getting like these vibes of multiple angels helping you and sending you messages, and maybe you see wings or rainbows or huge feathers sometimes. They're leaving those little signs behind, letting you know that they're assisting you. and that you're protected on this journey. And, you know, I really hope this helps you. I hope it inspired you and brings you forward in your journey. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And check out my website, lenamysticoracle.com. See ya. Hello, Group 3 Amethyst, and welcome to your reading. So I want to tell you the energy that I'm getting. It is definitely a moon goddess type of feel, hectate type of feel that I'm getting for your reading specifically. I don't know if you've looked into hectate, the goddess, or not, but the moon is very prominent in your life. Entering the darkness and the shadows is very prominent in your life. You have the potential to really create light and darkness like the moon does. You are very spiritually connected to the moon. Your cycle may be in tune with the moon, or you may feel really tired, drained, or aggravated during full moons or new moons. You may feel inspired. You're really internally connected to the moon. And I think the moon plays a big part in being your spirit guide. Doesn't that sound weird? Well, that's the energy that I'm getting. You may be Hectate's sister or something. Who knows? I'm so weird. I mean, I literally believe that anything is possible, and it's weird. The energy that I'm getting from you is so powerful. It's like demigod type of feel, and king, which is funny because you have these two king cards. Then you've got the queen and the king of pentacles. Like, you have all these king cards, and this is really powerful energy here we're talking about, where you are channeling darkness. In a good way, though. I see it as a healthy way, a good way, a way to really understand the darkness so that you can help other people to understand it, so that they can tap into their shadow sides and balance their lives. So with the 3 king cards that I have, I think the only one missing is the King of Wands. But so weird that the King of Wands is missing, because I feel like sometimes you don't believe in manifestation or it working, but the message that I'm getting for you is that it does. It's time for you to believe in it more, because, and if you do believe in it, it's saying stop manifesting negative things into your life, because you're very powerful. Like, you're very, very strong. It's like every time you make a wish, the moon is working in your favor or something. King of Cups is giving me this energy of your guide is really on a throne. Your guide is a very powerful individual, and they want you to know of your power as well. They want you to sit in your power, accept your power, drink your power, okay, with the King of Cups. King of Pentacles is saying that if you're struggling financially, you are meant to be wealthy. So it's time for you to start manifesting your wealth. You have a magical ability to manifest the heck out of things. So if you've been thinking a lot of negative things are going to happen, they are going to keep happening, because that is where your manifestation power is being placed. It's time for you to start manifesting the things that you desire and you feel that you deserve. The Ace of Wands is reversed, and I just seen this in the reflection, and this is telling me, with it being reversed, that you are not utilizing your manifestation abilities in a proper way. You're utilizing them, but they're coming to you negatively, which is stopping new things from happening in your life with the Fool being reversed. It's stopping you from enjoying the journey that you want to. It's stopping you from sitting on your throne and being confident. It's stopping you from protecting yourself, from really allowing yourself to go through the things that you're meant to. And Eight of Swords is telling me, once you change, with this being reversed, once you change your mindset, you can free yourself. But right now, you feel like you're in this twisting, turning dimension, this roller coaster that's making you sick and filled with anxiety. It's time to release yourself on that. Talk to the moon and say, moon, help me to free myself. Help me to realize that I have the power to free myself. What do I do? Wow. It's time to release negativity with the moon card from the Moonology deck. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So it's time for you to stop thinking these negative thoughts about yourself. It's time for you to stop placing so much negative energy on you. And wow, so we've got so much in here. So I think that you have a tendency to think negatively a lot. And your guides are like, nothing is yet set in stone, so work towards what you want. Instead of, I'm seeing a cardinal, by the way, a very bright red cardinal. I don't know if you see cardinals. But nothing is yet set in stone. So you have the potential to change your mindset so that you can welcome in the things that you desire, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone. So even though things may be looking bleak, that doesn't mean that life is going to look bleak for the rest of your life. It means that you need to change your mindset and see what's not bleak and bland and dry and boring and just downright not what you're vibrating at, okay? A personal issue reaches resolution because now you're going to start thinking more positively, realizing that you have power in yourself. And a fiery climax approaches. So a lot of hard things are ending. Yep, the end of a tough cycle. So you're experiencing the end of a tough cycle once you start changing your mindset. And this is a very positive thing. And then the weirdest thing I saw was expect powerful change. And it was reversed. But the energy that I got is you can change this. That is why this nothing is yet set in stone card is so important. Because right now things are looking bleak. They're looking bland. They're looking old and not new experiences or anything. They're looking like danger and sadness and depression and anxiety. But once you change your mindset and you start believing in the impossible, which this is reversed, you don't really believe in the impossible. Like, you're struggling with that. You don't think that, you think very logical, but you're such a magical being, so it's weird for you to think logical. It's like, you're a magical being here thinking logically. No one who believes in the impossible can really think logically, you know? A lot of scientists, they think on a different level. They don't just think logically. The ones who invent new things, they don't think logically, really. They manifest these things. Like, I talk about how the Wright brothers created the first successful airplane. That people being able to fly was not possible, right? Just think about it. People being able to fly was not possible. They created a tool that we could utilize so that we could fly. People have flown. Isn't that crazy? Like, people have flown. Even though it's not what we thought flying looked like, we are still flying, if you get what I mean. So you have to see things as possible before they can happen, before you can figure out how to make them happen. And you have the potential to invent something new, to create something new. But this stagnant energy is happening with the Fool card because you don't believe in the impossible. You don't think that you can manifest things. You think that life is what you're given. But life is not what you're given. Life is what you make it. Life is what you perceive. So nothing will come of this situation of thinking negatively and sitting in anxiety and depression all the time because you think that, you know, you don't have any power. You're sitting here thinking you don't have any power and you were born into this and that and blah, blah, blah. And you're kind of victimizing yourself, allowing yourself to sit in this victim mindset, which is very toxic for you. So it's time for you to step out of that victim mindset and be the victor. Take control in your hand. And I know this is hard for some of you who were physically abused, mentally abused, verbally, whatever abuse that you experience. I know. But this is something that I had to tell myself as someone who was abused a lot in my life. I have to remind myself that I still have power. I don't have to live in those moments anymore. I can move forward. Not move on, but move forward. Walk past it and leave it where it was. I'm not in the past anymore. I'm my victor. I'm the victor. I'm not the victim of anything. Okay? Work through your fears. So all this anxiety that you're having, it's time for you to work through those fears, okay? You're definitely working with the moon in some way. And this is a blessing. This is a blessing. I'll get into this card in a second. But this says it's time to give rather than to take. So give to other people. Give to other people right now. This is the perfect time for you to give to other people. And this is going to help higher your frequency. And then it says, look at the bigger picture. When you give to other people, you're giving to yourself too. And don't worry about money situations because this card definitely says new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So this is a blessing. Money is coming into you, but sometimes you kind of got to let some of that in your pockets go so that you can get more of it and it can start to flow, okay, the way that it's meant to. Meditate and contemplate is reversed, which is so weird to me because I've never really seen this card reversed. I think you're procrastinating on something. I think that this is exactly what this stands for. You're procrastinating on something and your guides are like, oh my God, you keep using meditation or contemplation as a reason as to why you're not fulfilling this. Your guides are like, step out there and do what you're supposed to be doing. Stop procrastinating. We're not dealing with this anymore. We're not going to keep telling you to do this and you're not doing it. You're not listening. Work through your fears. You've got this. Don't use meditation and contemplation as an excuse as to why you're procrastinating so much. Oh, I'm trying to make sure I think think through A through Z and 1, 2, 3, but no, just do it. And that's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to come up with the best execution plan, by doing it. 9 of Wands is also reversed. I think 3 of Pentacles was up. I don't know how that got reversed. But 9 of Wands was reversed, which is setting boundaries on yourself and protecting yourself from the energy of other people. I think that your aura is too open and you allow what people say or think of you to come into your heart too often. Stop doing that. You know, allow yourself to perceive whether this person is projecting their own fears on you or not, because you're so empathetic. So set up a ward on yourself. Imagine a bubble protecting you, and, you know, light coming into that bubble constantly. Any light that's leaving it is being replenished. And when someone says something to you, let it stop at that ward. And if you want to take it, you can. But if you don't, you have the power to say, I don't want to take this and run with it and walk with it. This is not a part of me. This is not who I am. You have the power to choose that. So set up protection on yourself. 8 of Swords is talking about freedom again. I think we already went over this card, but it's definitely time to free yourself. Get out of that box that you've been putting yourself in. Get out of that closet. Get out of that small little space that you put yourself in that says, oh, I'm comfortable here. Yeah, but you also can't breathe, okay? You also are not seeing anything. You're boring. You're bored here. Like, get out and go see things. You're so exciting. You're like a crow who gets to see the world. It's time for you to see the world as that crow that does, okay? It's time for you to leave the nest. It's time for you to embark this new journey that you're meant to, because the Fool card tells me that you're meant to do something new, different, unique. And right now you're in your safe space. You're not taking any risk. You're seeing risk as something that is impossible for you to take. It's time for you to make the impossible your reality. Release that negativity holding you back. Release what your parents said to you. Release, you know, the ego. They're literally your ego. At this point, you've allowed your negative role models to be, or the things that they said negative, because I don't want to say they're negative, but whatever they said that was negative, or they did that was negative, you're allowing that to be your ego, the voice in your head. Don't let that negativity have so much power over you. Don't let that negativity chain you up and keep you in this closet space and keep you in this coffin, basically. Because at this point, you're so scared to do things that you've already claimed death. Okay? You are actually very close to achieving your goal, whether you realize it or not. You've already gone through the thick parts of it. You've already gone through this roller coaster of it. And your guides are saying, hey, when you take that step, you've reached your goal. All you gotta do is take the step. I'm seeing a cardinal again. Cardinals are really showing up for you, so that might be how your spirit guide shows up. I am getting a grandfather for some of you. A lot of grandfathers are showing up in these spirit guide messages, but yeah, I am getting a grandfather for you. Very you know, heavy presence. And yeah, let's see what else we get. One of you, your sister, I think, is your spirit guide. Something to do with her belly, I think. I don't know who that is, but there is a sister or a woman, something to do with her belly would be how she had passed away, maybe childbirth or surgery or something like that. But that's the message that I'm getting. I'm seeing a lot of pink for this woman, and enjoyed pink or like bright colors like this. For you, I also want to say that you have this cynical, I don't even know what cynical means, but that's the word that I'm getting. You have this cynical sense of humor, this really dark sense of humor, and it's kind of your coping mechanism. And I'm getting that from this card. It's like everything is fine. Like you're claiming everything's fine, you're claiming you're good, but you're really falling apart because you haven't embraced who you really are right now, and you're kind of just like when I think of you, I see a muffin, but like the bottom part of the muffin just crumbling apart. Like it doesn't feel whole. It's just crumbling apart. And I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I think that's a representation of you falling apart, because your guides are pushing you towards something and you don't feel like you're ready for it. You don't feel like you can do it. And it's making you break apart because your body, your mind, and spirit are telling you you're ready for this. Everything's telling you you're ready for this, and you're like, no, I can't do this. And then it's just crumbling. You're crumbling like the bottom of a muffin. Like, why is it the bottom of the muffin? Couldn't y'all have given me any other, like, imagery? Like, really? That's what you guys give? Cool. But, yeah, the bottom of a muffin. That's where you are right now, and you're in the crumbling stage. And your guides are saying, we're trying to put you in a really uncomfortable place, so you realize that this comfort zone is really the most uncomfortable place that you've ever been in your life. Wow, Three of Pentacles is telling me that you're so artistic, you're so different, you're so unique, you dress different, you smell different, you are different, you're artistic, you think different, everything about you is just different. It's like you don't even belong here. Like, why are you even here? Well, you're here to fulfill that purpose that you've been longing to do for a while. You're here to follow your heart and show people that they can be who they truly are. They can really be who they truly are. And you are one of the most growing people that I sense. You are constantly growing, constantly learning, constantly seeing new things that people have never seen before. And that is such a gift. That is such a blessing. There's a lot going on with your heart. I don't know if you have panic attacks or anxiety attacks a lot, but it's time for you to breathe deeply a lot, okay? Slow down sometimes. You know, let everything full of light just fill you up in your mind, body, and spirit. Two of Wands tells me that you're struggling with what journey to pick, and that is because you feel so pushed towards one. But out of fear, you don't want to walk towards that journey. But it's time for you to not let fear keep you from fulfilling your destiny. And your destiny is living your truth. That's what your destiny is. Wow. I read all of these already? That's crazy. I didn't even notice I read all of those. Wheel of Fortune is telling me that life is looking a lot of unluckiness right now. Like, it's looking real unlucky. But once you take these risk steps, everything is literally going to start falling into place. And it's so crazy. It's going to feel like it's falling apart. You're going to be in that crumbling stage, but everything is going to be falling into place. Like, it's so weird how it's going to happen. It's just going to go shoot. And you're feeling lucky and on top of the world. Right now, you're kind of like here. Oh my God, no, falling apart. You're in that really dark stage. Cynical jokes and satires, reading satires and watching dark humor videos and stuff. But soon I see you just being up here and learning to balance those two, you know? When you need to be cynical, you bring it out. When you feel it's best, when it's fitting, you bring it out. But I see you learning how to balance things. You're really in the darkness right now, but you're finding your light and you're learning how to balance those things, and that's part of your life purpose. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I can't believe it's like 17 minutes, but yeah, I really hope this helped you. Hope this helps you to find your light and your truth. And I hope you really learn the balance. Your spirit guides are with you. There's a very strong woman presence that I'm getting for some of you, like a very powerful, strong woman. And she's not saying anything, but there's a very strong woman for a lot of you. And then some of you, I'm feeling a grandfather, and some of you, I'm feeling a sister. There's a lot of different guides that I'm feeling in here. But you know, whatever resonates with you, take it, and whatever doesn't, you know, maybe that wasn't specifically for you. But I do hope this reading overall, the message that your spirit guides have for you, resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And go ahead and check out my website if you want a personal reading, LenaMysticOracle.com. See ya. Hello, Group 4. How are you? I'm so happy to see you today. I'm getting this very strange, you know, spirit guide vibe for you guys. Your spirit guide is actually quite young compared to the other spirit guides. Some of you, it is a little girl is the vibe that I'm getting. This could be a daughter that was lost, or maybe your parents lost a daughter or something. Could just be young as in like 100 years old, while most people's are like 300, or like young could even mean 40 years old. But I'm getting a very childlike, very fun spirit guide for you. Someone who may leave marbles or used to like bubbles or something like that. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And this could be a little boy as well, but I'm getting for most of you a little girl. And I'm feeling for all of you that your spirit guide is quite young compared to the other ones. I'm also getting an Archangel Michael vibe and Gabriel vibe as well. For some of you, I'm getting heart pressure, which is telling me that it could be someone who passed away from a heart issue, a heart malfunction, a heart attack, things like that. So that's the energy that I'm getting. Yeah, for sure. Whew, that was a lot. Like, feeling the heart pressure was a lot. It wasn't painful, it was just pressure. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this. I've never really got the message, a little girl or little boy that is your spirit guide, and I think that's pretty beautiful. It's beautiful. They leave little cutesy stuff for you, charm necklace pieces or charm bracelet things, or just things that most people think are simple, like, but a kid is like, oh my god, like they may leave a rock for you, and you know, or a little flower for you, and most people are probably like, this is just nature, like whatever, but it's something that stops you in your moment and you're like, oh, that is so cute, and then you pick it up and you feel something. Or maybe when you're driving you just see like a red tractor and you're like, oh, that's so cute. Those are little signs from this little girl or this little boy energy, or this childish energy that I'm getting. Which is funny because you have the Six of Cups reversed, which is telling me that you have gotten to the age where you take life a little serious, and your guide is trying to teach you, have more fun, be more fun, play with me. Let's talk, let's laugh together. We don't have to be so serious together. Be honest with me. Let's have fun, okay? Let's have fun. That's the energy that I'm getting, and it's a beautiful energy, because sometimes we get older and we think, oh, I'm playing the role of a mother now, and I can't be childish. I have a child that I have to raise. But the reality is we're all still children. We're all still learning. We're all still meant to enjoy life. Like, God created us to enjoy life, not to be depressed, not to work our whole life and hate our jobs, but to embrace happiness. So that's what your God wants you to do, to embrace happiness, enjoy life. Realize that life does not have to be depressing for you to live. Realize that life doesn't have to be depressing for you to be mature. That's not what it is. Mature is realizing who you are as a person, accepting other people for who they are, okay? But yeah, your God wants you to have fun. I don't know if some of you guys lost a sibling. That is your guide. That is your guide, yeah. And they want you to have fun. Maybe their passing made you grow up. Whoever passed, maybe their passing made you grow up faster. Maybe it was a parent even, and you were a little girl or a little boy, and you know, you had to raise the family. Your guide is saying, growing up does not mean being depressed or sad or boring all the time. It means learning more. That's what growing up means. It means learning more and using what you've learned, okay? You can still have fun. Eight of Cups is telling me that you have a tendency to really just sit alone to yourself sometimes, but kind of in a sad state, like a state where you're like, I wish I had done this, I wish I had done that. Well, your guide is telling you, if you wish you had done it, you still have time. If you're still wishing that you had done it or you could do it, it's time for you to do those things, okay? You're not out of time. In fact, you have this Use Your Time Well card. It says, make every moment count. You can still do these things that you want to do. Time has not run out for you. If you have time to wish, you have time to do. And then you also have Wake Up. It's your moment. So make every moment count. Make every moment count. And it's your moment. Wake up, it's your moment. So this guide wants you to succeed with happiness. This guide wants you to audition for American Idol, even though you're 52. This guide wants you to be in the Guinness World Records, or whatever it is that you want to do, that maybe it was a childhood thing, or maybe you and your brother, before he passed as a little boy, decided you guys both wanted to ride dirt bikes into the sunset or across the rainbow. And so you can still do these things. You can still do these things. It's not done. It's not over. And I know a lot of you are like, it's over. It's done. I can't do it anymore. But you can. You can. You can. You just have to choose to. Then there is law is not justice, rules that aren't fair. I think that you're creating rules on yourself. Like these rules of, oh, I'm 42 now, I'm 53, I'm 47, I can't do this anymore. Or I'm 26, I'm too old to do this. Like, no. All of these are very young ages. I'm 92, I can't do this anymore. I mean, if your bones let you, go ahead and do it, okay? Like, guys, it's time to laugh. It's time to joke. It's time to understand jokes now. Like, doesn't it ever bother you that you may not understand people's jokes and you're just like, did I miss something? Yeah, you're missing the fun. You're missing the fun. Life has gotten way too serious for you. It's time to enjoy life again. Says plant seeds of intention. Go, grow, and glow. Allow yourself to dance. It's time to listen to music again in your headphones. It's time to be in alignment with what makes you happy. You don't have to work and then go to sleep and wake up to work, to go to sleep, to wake up. And like, it doesn't have to be like that. Flip it upside down. Question your beliefs. So it's time to stop believing in these things that are weighing you down. Why do you believe this? Why do you believe that? Is that really serving you? Do you feel happy? Are your beliefs making you happy when it comes to sabotaging what you love in your life? Is that what happiness is? No, it's not. So question your beliefs. Divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. Reverie? I don't know what that means. But the vibe that I'm getting is surrender to your spirit. Let your spirit be happy. Like, I feel so weighed down. I mean, even the sun started to go down during this reading, and I feel like it's time for you to let your light shine. Break dance again. Get on the floor, roll around. Do something weird. Don't be so predictable anymore. Leave the house, for goodness sake. To do something that you love doing. Like, paint the roses. What is it? Paint the roses red. Is that what happens in Alice in Wonderland? Paint the roses red. Like, the roses weren't red and she wanted red roses. And Alice is like, well, why don't you paint them red? It's time for you to start seeing things no longer as impossible but possible. And you can still live a mature adult life being happy and doing things that you love and break dancing on the floor. Like, it's okay. It's okay to have fun. It's okay. And I'm feeling some of you crying, but some of you are like so serious right now. Like, I don't even want to hear this. Like, I'm tired of hearing it. But your guide is going to keep telling you over and over again, stop wasting your life by being so serious all the time. It's kind of pushing away people in your life. And these are people that you love, and you're wondering why they're not picking up the phone, why they're not calling, and I'm not like saying this is your fault, of course. I'm not saying that, because they can still call and check on you and stuff. But you have a tendency to sabotage great moments. You have a tendency to say, okay, it's too much happiness going on here. Because I've lost this person, or because I've experienced loss in my life, I feel like I have to be more serious. So I'm going to go ahead and sabotage this great moment. You're not doing it consciously, but it is very subconscious. And it's like, oh, we're laughing, playing, and then, oh, I think about the death of my brother or my mother or my dad, and now I'm taking away my present moment by thinking of the death of this person that's not even dead. Like, they're not even dead. They're still here spiritually. And you're kind of ignoring them, and they're still trying to say, have fun, please, have fun, enjoy your life. You still have it. You still have it, enjoy it. I'm still here with you. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to speak to me, have fun with me, joke around, play, joan on me. Like, we can have a joning session. You can't hear them because you're not open to experiencing greatness. You're not open to experiencing the impossibilities of the earth. It's time for you to start believing in things. Believing it's okay to have fun even though you've lost someone who's still here with you. They literally live within you, around you, in your essence. But you're ignoring it because you don't see it as a possibility. Question your beliefs. Why are you punishing yourself right now? Why are you sabotaging yourself? Why are you not allowing yourself to reach your full potential? I haven't even gotten into a lot of these cards yet. So I've gotten into these 6. And Eight of Cups, which is saying, you know, you spend a lot of time in, you know, negative self-thoughts and stuff. It's time to shift your mindset. Six of Cups is confirming that it's time to have fun and that your guides leave little fun little trinkets for you. Sometimes you may not see them, but sometimes when you do, you're kind of sad more so when you see it, or you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. The Star is telling me that you need more self-care on yourself. There is still light after the storm. I'm getting the number 10. Maybe this person passed away 10 years ago, or maybe their birthday is on the 10th or the 10th month or something like that. But yeah, the Star is saying there's light after the storm. There's brightness after the storm, and I'm here with you. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Resentment. I'm hearing that it's time to let go of resentment, whether it's towards God or the person that passed away, or towards someone who's left behind and making different choices now. And you're like, how can you still have fun? How can you enjoy life when they're not here anymore? I'm feeling that death is very hard on you. Very, very hard on you. Anytime you hear the word death, it is a trigger. And I think there's a lot of stuff you have to work through when it comes to death. When it comes to the word death. It's like, and I'm saying it over and over again, and you're probably flinching every time I say it, so I'm just gonna stop saying it. But I really do want you to realize that death is a rebirth. It is a rebirth. It is a new life for those who have experienced it. In fact, we go through death all the time. We change all the time. That person just transformed into a spiritual form, into more of their spirit rather than their flesh. Page of Wands is confirming that your guides want you to go on this new journey. They don't want you really living the life you've been living lately, or the way that you've been living it. That new job you wanted to apply to, they are confirming that they think it would be great for you to do something new. They are trying to show you your purpose. They keep ringing in your head over and over again that you're meant to be doing this, so you feel a lot of pressure to fulfill something right now. The Empress is telling me that they want you to take better care of yourself, eat better, exercise more, drink more water, and give yourself flowers every now and then. Like, do things that make you feel good about yourself. And Ace of Pentacles is confirming to take care of yourself. Know your worth, charge your worth, okay? Nine of Wands is saying you're really protecting yourself from everything. Like, sometimes you don't even let love in because you're protecting yourself so much. Your guides are saying have a little fun, put your guard down, and let yourself enjoy things. Let yourself get help, so that you can reverse that Nine of Wands. The Hierophant tells me that for some of you, you lost a parent, and this is for those of you who, you know, have lost a parent. Most likely, a lot of you have lost a parent. And this is in alignment with what they want you to do. They don't want you to feel like you have to follow in their footsteps. They want you to live your life according to your own goals and what makes you feel happy. And they're actually sending little signs like that all the time to you. Maybe you still felt like you were a child when they passed as well. Maybe you felt like you were still young and you missed out on so much time with them. Two of Pentacles is giving me the vibe of you haven't figured out how to balance your life yet. Your guides are asking you to balance your life. Seriousness, fun, like all of that stuff. Figure out how to balance it. And don't be like bipolar, kind of like they're kind of saying don't be bipolar with it. Like, ease into it. Don't go 0 to 100 real quick. Like, figure out how you can, like, just move like a smooth ocean or something, not like a river with a whole bunch of rocks in it. Queen of Swords is saying to really come in touch with your sadness and the emotions that you're feeling so that you don't have to re-experience them every single day. Five of Wands is saying stop battling everybody, stop fighting people, let people help you. Let people be a resource for you. Stop thinking you're always right. It's not working for you. Like, it's not effective at all. You're not learning much if you're constantly shutting down the things that people are saying. So be open to the information people are giving you. Shut up sometimes. Like, I'm literally hearing someone's dad saying, shut up. Just shut up. Just listen. Like, they're constantly trying to talk to you and you haven't heard them yet. This is very detailed for some of you. Ten of Wands is saying stop trying to carry everybody's burden on your back. It has nothing to do with you. Don't get into the drama of situations. Stop trying to do everyone else's work when you have so much to do that you need to do for yourself. And if you're going to be doing everybody else's stuff, make sure you're doing yours first. the world is saying stop being scared to put yourself out there. Stop being scared to do the things that you're meant to do. Stop being scared to fulfill your calling. I'm here watching you. I'm here with you, supporting you. I love you. That's the energy that I'm getting from your spirit guide. I know that I was hard on you when you were here, or maybe you feel like you can't do these great things without me being here, but I am here. I'm here supporting you. I love you. I cherish you. And we're doing great things together is the vibe that I'm getting. This reading was just beautiful. Like those of you who have been feeling the loss of your sister, your brother, your father, even mother, like there's so many different spirit guides in this reading particularly, but the one that really stands out to me, which will be for most of you, is someone that was very young, or someone that you saw as young when they passed away. I want you to know that this guide for you comes up and shows up as different animals, and leaves little scents behind for you, like the cologne or perfume they were wearing, or the toothpaste that they used, or a song that they used to sing, the hope that they used to give you. All of that stuff is left behind, and it's in your essence as well, and you feel it, you sense it, and they speak to you a lot. They speak to you almost every day, but it's time for you to have a little bit more fun so that you can actually be open to hearing them. I really hope that this reading helped you and was in alignment with you, and my heart just feels so warm knowing that you're getting confirmation from someone that you loved so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want a personal reading, I do have some on my website, lenamysticoracle.com, and I will see you later. See ya.